Hey, it's Baxter.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, we're just having a good time today. We want to talk about baritones, Ruston Kelly, baritones, and a little bit more Ruston and Kelly.
Sounds like
It's like Sonny and Cher, but Ruston.
mix.
It's like fish food.
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's. It's wonderful stuff. No, we just got back from the show at the Underground in Charlotte last night, probably around 1 in the morning when we arrived at our casas after a wonderful, rousing adventure in baritone heaven.
Baritone heaven.
It was like Nirvana of baritones, what I've been told. I missed it.
I missed the show.
Baritone, Dan Electros, baritone acoustic tunings, pretty much all sorts of open tunings. Santa Cruz's and beautiful acoustics, and
That's some pretty sweet guitars.
this dude Ruston Kelly is not playing his super sweet guitars gently.
Oh,
Like he plays, a very expensive acoustic guitar, very much the way I want to see something.
violently.
Yes.
See, well, I mean, he's very angsty,
Yes.
teenage dirtbag and all.
Yeah, he is a teen. So if you don't know who Ruston Kelly is, I can't even tell you how many records he has right now. There's 3 behind me, but
I feel like he's prolific. A prolific songwriter.
for a sort of youngest songwriter in the world, it was a great show.
Yeah.
We go to a lot of shows. We don't normally like to talk about them afterwards, but this sort of like struck a nerve just with the baritone aspect of it. Asset. No, because like, what do you think of when you think of baritone normally?
I mean, sometimes I think of like really heavy stuff. Chug. But and we talked about this before in our video. I think of a lot of the studio stuff going on like 90s country. I don't think
Yeah, it was Dwight Yoakam.
yeah,
No, but he has he started off sort of almost country Americana. He's sort of morphed into like this sort of dirt emo, whatever we shall call it.
I think he sort of coined that, right?
Yeah, I think his
Dirt emo or
his Instagram handles the Crowmaster,
Got a great accent.
which is fun. No, dude, it was just it. Well, because you think of the baritone as like a heavy metal thing a lot of times.
Sure.
Or as like Dwayne Eddy, or like an old classic country. Like they're using it as a compositional tool, and it's wonderful. And we're hoping that other people will. We even ran into the guitar player, grabbed him after the show. He's packing his stuff up. Like, we want to try to connect you with Castedosa. It just makes sense. He's making the baritones of the baritones.
Yeah.
Well, here's one right now. I just made it. This is my personal Castedosa. My very,
Very nice.
fancy, beaten up,
Pinkish.
pink thing with a super flamey neck that I drop around a lot and play. I do this. I couldn't find it. I went up to my apartment to look for it. I couldn't find it. I was like, it's just sitting on my couch because I was playing it.
Paint it.
No, but it's there's so much fun with these. Once you start doing alternate tunings on a baritone too, that's pretty cool. Sharp waster.
It's definitely a different sound, right? A different vibe.
It makes you play differently. The strings are obviously loosey goosey.
Yeah.
It's but the sonic palette that happens is different, and I didn't realize how many open tunings that Ruston was using.
Yeah.
Like until I watched the show, I was like, oh.
I mean, I know that Ruston is still sort of like, he's got his good following. Not exactly what I'd call mainstream yet, but I think he's getting there, right?
I think this is the last record.
I think so.
But you're gonna be able to see him in a place like this.
It's neat because we saw this sort of happen with people like Ariel Posen, maybe like the Brothers Landreth, and guys like that years ago. Well, not, it's been a while, right? With the mule stuff. But it's cool that it's trickling down into like, because Ruston Kelly's not particularly like guitar-y, he doesn't live in that guitar world. He's a songwriter. So it's cool to see it sort of.
But his guitar players were really interesting to watch. As a guitarist, like I was enjoying watching them as much as Ruston. Honestly, it was fun to watch. Like they were painting the palette, just the way it needs to be done, and there's nobody that wasn't servicing the song.
Right.
They were okay, and the tones they got from the records, they took those and made them more.
Is it just so 2 guitar players, bass player, drummer, and then Ruston?
Yes.
Cool.
But the 2 guitar players are utility players with them themselves. So they're like playing, pedal steel, auto harp, trumpet, keyboards. Like that's what you need.
Not a
utility person.
What I would need, actually.
So I was like, you're watching, I was like, oh my God, it's so full and it's wonderful. And if you are uninitiated to Ruston, it is like we said, dirt emo. It has this sort of Americana flavor to it, but with that, I do love emo, so it connects some part to my heart. And it was fun seeing the entire audience there at the Underground just singing all the words. I wasn't expecting that.
I didn't. Yeah,
real fans.
That's really cool.
This album came out like a week ago, and I was like, oh, this is cool. We're having a great time. We're spending, buying $15 beers. That's what you do when Live Nation owns everything.
That's right.
Well, but the venue was really cool. It's great, and but his show. It was so refreshing to see, not just the baritone electric that he uses on the Weakness, which is, I think this is the tour shirt. And I have all the tour dates behind me as well.
Nice.
No, he uses it on that single.
Did you just get the shirt?
I bought it last night.
It's so great because he looks so old. Like in the best way.
It smells terrible too, in the weirdest way. It smells like just, I don't know, freshly printed.
Relic.
Does it look old? Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it just looks like,
it feels like you touch it
much.
It's not like the super thin ones we're used to. It's in between. It's a little.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the fabric's my favorite. You can do better there.
Like it's 80s fabric.
It does have sort of that, like a Billabong shirt.
Yeah.
That you're going to wear. It's going to get really thin later, but like right now it's a little thick. Not super thick like the crappy ones you get, but it's like, it's skating between awesome and... Anyway, that's the t-shirt. What was I talking about? Oh no, the baritone electrics, that was cool for the Weakness, but then he had baritone sort of acoustic tunings too.
Yeah.
And it sounded so good when he's just hitting that guitar, the open chord,
but on normal scale
acoustics, right?
Yes. So just tuning way down. Okay, yeah.
And I think as he gains an audience and traction, this will open up more guitar players being, I kind of hate this comparison, but it's almost like, the Goo Goo Dolls as far as all those alternate tunings. It's, you can have like 1 ounce the success the Goo Goo Dolls had, and freaking 9 minutes.
Okay.
You're okay. You can hang out with Nicolas Cage any day.
But Jimmy, you're talking about like different tuning every song with the Goo Goo Dolls.
Well, then he pops out, his baritone uke too. Well, so this dude's like a baritone guy. I didn't know that until I saw. I was like, wait,
it's like back to a normal guitar.
He played a few normal things, some normal strumming, and I saw a C chord and a G chord and an F chord in there. But it's fun. His drummer was great.
That's cool.
His bass player was great. Apparently, like, is almost a doctor, like a zoologist that decided to play bass instead. Whoops, bad choice, but
could always go back to zoology.
I guess. Can you? I think once you've tasted the sweet nectar of Ruston, I think you're there forever.
Animals are animals.
No, but I loved his guitar players. Their work too, because they're battling between like standard stuff, baritones, and like keyboards, and trumpets, and lap steels, and auto harps, and it was effortless, and it really felt like Ruston was even there to service the song.
Yeah,
and he put on a great show. But I think he knows he has great songs.
It's funny because when you go see a real songwriter like that, everything does revolve around the songs. Because we get caught up. I know I'm guilty of. I'll go see things where the song is sort of secondary, right? You want us to go see guitar, Joe Bonamassa or whoever it is. Like okay, get to the solos and the jams. Even when we went to see the Winery Dogs a few weeks ago.
Or Daniel Donato, and he's coming in a month to the shop and everything, I think, and I just want to hear him just jam.
I'm not worried about him, his masterful song, and maybe that's a disservice to some of those guys, because I'm sure
they're good songs.
Right.
It took Tedeschi Trucks like years to get to those levels of where the songs were. Where's the OFF?
They have some great songs.
Once you had Tedeschi to the mix.
And I talked about before, like, how many times I'd seen J.D. Simo, and I don't know any. You know what I mean? Like the jams and the improvised stuff is so good.
Yeah, I'm taking my father to see Joe Bonamassa, and like, we don't care what the songs are. It's just like, play some more blues. Look at the shred. Get off the acoustics. Like, get to those electrics. Hurry up.
So it's a different thing in that sort of Americana world where it's just totally, it's the song.
I'm hoping that these songs can break through and connect to a wider and larger audience.
So.
Like, we hope you will share this video if you're watching it. Go out and support this music. Just listen to it on your whatever your Apple, your Amazon, your Sonos, your Spotify, whatever you listen to music on. Do that if you can. But if you can see him, he's on tour right now. And I do think this will be the last time you'll be able to see him in reasonably sized like places.
Which is almost always better, right? So anytime you've got an artist you're following and you think maybe they go to that next big level, go see him while you can go see him. That's important.
I saw Coldplay that way.
Yeah.
Like on their first USA, like, it was,
before they were like Coldplay.
Yeah, Yellow had come out, and so it was sort of starting to chart and everything. I was like, I'm going to see this British band, see if they do well in life. Yeah, they did well. They did okay. And I'm hoping that there's enough people that will get around Ruston on this, because he's got the appeal is universal. I think if you open it's great guitar music, but it's just great songs. It's just they're sad, and we all like to be sad. And so, but
that's why Baxter loves the Counting Crows so much.
Are those songs sad? I feel like they're just happy. Like,
no, no. You need to hear the first. Listen to the whole first album.
I won't.
You won't.
But it's a cute idea.
It is. Why am I so depressed?
That doesn't depress me. Doesn't depress me one bit. No, but it's cool because then I was looking in the bathroom as I was peeing. My second pee, I think, of the night, because my $14 beers are really big, or 15, whatever they were. Or like the Flame Lips were coming there next. Like Lil Wayne or something was coming there. I was like, what? Like it was some cool, like some weird people coming to the underground. It's like this whole like music like complex was like built around.
Yeah.
You know, it was weird. I was like, what is this? Like, oh, Live Nation strikes again.
Right.
And but it was a very cool experience. I was much more impressed.
We should go see Lil Wayne.
I mean, of course we're gonna see Lil Wayne. Show's 2 hours away. We're going. No, like check out if you can go see him. He's on a nationwide tour right now. He's opening for Noah Khan. I think a little bit for 3 shows maybe as well. Those are sold out, unfortunately. I would like to see Noah as well, but I was shocked because most acoustic sort of singer songwriter type groups I've seen are snooze fests. This is not that. Even the big ones, some of the big ones. I'm not gonna say names, so I don't like saying anything negative on like acts. But this Ruston put on a show, and it was an authentic and genuine show, and it looks like he's having fun.
That's good.
You just need to see, and he plays it, and like get a baritone.
Yeah,
and we're gonna connect these dots. There's gonna be Castedosas on this tour somehow. We'll figure it out. And his guitar player we spoke with was amazingly nice, wonderful.
Did he know about the old Castedosa?
I think he'd heard of these things. If you're a baritone player, you probably should have heard of Castedosa.
I think so.
Maybe, I don't know.
But again, we get in our little bubble sometimes.
We do live in
know, right? Hard to know who knows what.
We have a giant, like, ZZ Top cardboard cutout behind the cameras too that I keep thinking,
that's the person.
Billy's here. He's so petite too and wonderful.
When we had him in the side room for a while, he scared the shit out of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be, oh my God, I remember hiding him in the shop and I scared myself when I walked through
because like everything's supposed to be locked up and there's no one there, and then all of a sudden, bam, this very thin, svelte man with a beard.
So if you like baritones, you like singer-songwriters with serious strikes of depression and can somehow channel into positive music, go check out Ruston Kelly on the Weakness Tour. Great band, great energy, a real chance to connect to live music again, and really cool tones and tunings you've probably not seen.
And the resurrection of the band Wheatus.
In that name of that band. I mean, when he does Teenage Dirty, it's better than Wheatus.
Oh, it's so much better. Like
it's
not even close.
It's like that's become his song. No, he crushes him. He did it. Like the crowd lit up, and like there's that and the Michael Keaton song. And people were, he played every song. I knew every song he played, which made me happy. I guess I'm a real Ruston fan at this point.
There you go. We have Derek to thank for that.
I hate Derek.
Derek just cost all his years of
click like,
Kelly.
Click subscribe,
hit the old bell.
Go see Ruston. Check him out on the interwebs, and then give the guy a chance live. It's going to cost you $30 to go see him. It's easy. Now, go do it. Don't wait. This tour is going on right now as we speak. Derek, get this video edited now. Bye, guys. Peace be with you.